Hello. Welcome to the Suburban Stitcher podcast. My name is Diane, and today is April 30th, 2019. I wasn't sure if I was going to do this today because I'm at a point where, on a project where it was super easy to keep talking myself out of podcasting, and that's ridiculous. So this is probably going to be very quick, but there are a couple of project updates that I have, and there are also some exciting shop news items to discuss. So let's just jump right in. Okay. Knitting. I have really only two projects that I've been working on this week. Both of them are sweaters, and that is not one of them. Hold please. Okay, so the first one that I got to a big progress point on is my Understated Sweater by Joji Locatelli. I finished the body of the sweater. I'm trying to think what I can talk about this. Okay, so let's talk about the yarn itself. The yarn is Suburban Stitcher Merino DK in the salted caramel colorway, and I'm going to put a little asterisk at the end of that colorway because this really isn't truly salted caramel, which is the reason that I chose it, because it was a little bit off. It has a lot more like light spots. So you can see in there's a lot more light kind of yellowy green spots, and then there's some sort of reddish brown in there, and it's not quite salted caramel. It's pretty. I mentioned last time that I may over dye it again to get it a little bit darker. I don't know, maybe not. It's going to depend on how it looks when I try to style it. So all I have is one sleeve left, which will get finished this week. Now, what I think I'm going to do, the other thing is that I did a little bit different from pattern, and I'm knitting the size medium. I will say that. The thing that I'm going to do, that I did already a bit different from pattern, is that she has you knit for the medium size 15 inches from the bottom of the armhole before you start the ribbing, and I knit a little over 12. In looking at where it falls on Joji, which we are like the same height, similar body proportions as far as like pear-shaped, I just felt like I wanted it to hit a little bit higher on my body, but it's still long. It's not, I would not consider this cropped, really. Maybe some people would. It just is going to hit right at like my waistband. It's just not going to be super long and sweatshirty. It's like waist level. Now this is unblocked, of course. I also mentioned one other time that I was a little bit concerned with this sleeve being a little bit too tight. And so because of that, what I've decided to do is I am going to block this right now and see how much it grows, how much the sleeve stretches out, to see if it gets, because the stitches are like screaming on my forearm, which is not the look that I want. So I want it to be a little looser, and I don't want the stitches to be screaming at me. So I want to block it out and see kind of what happens. And then from there, then I will decide how to knit the second sleeve and if I need to do any modifications on the first sleeve. But it is getting very, very close, and I love it. I think that I am still, I want to say that I saved 5 skeins of DK for this, and I've used 2 complete skeins, and then I'm still alternating on my third and fourth skeins. I don't know if I'll be able to get, that's what I have left. So I don't know. I will be alternating on the sleeve for sure, because that's what I do. So I don't know why that doesn't want to focus. It doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah, so that's the plan for this week. I need to pick up, actually, no, I'm going to block it first. I might actually do that today so that I have the rest of the week to figure out the sleeve plan, and then go from there. But I'm really happy with how this looks. I took a really poor quality bathroom selfie in it the other night, and it looked fine, except for that little bit of snugness here that I'm hoping loosens up, because it's superwash wool, so I know eventually it will loosen up, because superwash wool loosens and stretches and loses its memory more than like a regular non-superwash. So all of those things will play a part. I just need to decide if it's going to be too tight for me to be happy in it now. But we'll see. I will keep you informed as to what happens. I'm usually an oversharer in that regard. The second and last thing that I've been working on this week is my Soldotna. And this is a pattern by Caitlin Hunter. And I have almost completely finished the body. So here's where this stands. This one is cropped. So I have the top of the sweater, which I'm so happy with how it's turned out, and the body of the sweater with the little dots, and then I am on the ribbing. I think I have 3 or 4 more rounds of ribbing and then the bind off. I did 1/2 extra repeat of the dots. So her pattern says that for her model, she did 5 repeats of this chart section, and I did 5.5. So I just added literally 3 extra rows, and that's it. And yeah, I absolutely love how it's fitting. I love the colors. It fits really great right now in the shoulders. It's a little bit loose, which I'm excited about, because then once it blocks, it'll be even a little bit looser. This one, I definitely wanted to have positive ease, and so I feel like I have just nailed the knitting and the floats, and I'm really proud of the colors that I chose. I could not be happier with this. I love it so much. Many of you have commented and actually made special orders for my colors for this. And so if you are wondering, again, this is Suburban Stitcher Merino DK in coal. This light color is Predictability, which is like the main background color of the sweater. The darker purple is called Jane, and this light background here is called Oyster. And here, this is Oyster. This is all I have left of Predictability. This is Jane. And Jane was actually, this was leftovers from my Donita shawl. That is a sample for the shop. So I have used this color now in 2 different things, and I still have some left. So it's great. I'm loving getting to plug that color into places because I love it. And then of course coal. But that is still attached to the project. That's all I've done for knitting this week. I do have a couple of Hello Lovelies this week to talk about. I mentioned last week that I had purchased a couple of things. And so I'm going to show you one of those now. I don't even know how I got this in my brain that I wanted to knit this. I sort of laugh about the fact that I've never finished a Stephen West pattern. I've started about 6 or 7 and never finished any of them. I have one as a sample in my booth that's gorgeous, but I didn't knit it. But I am kind of obsessed with this, and I think it's the texture. So this is the Sereno Symphony, and this is the shawl. It's pretty new. His uses 2 skeins of his new West wool yarn, and then 3 skeins, 3 different colors, of Surrey, melted Surrey alpaca from Ching Fiber. So my friend Sharon from the Modern Skein is one of my local yarn stores, and she very graciously spent about an hour one Saturday morning while she was at work and I was at the baseball fields, and I was like, I've got to knit this. You just got a bunch of Surrey alpaca in. Help me pick colors. And she literally sent me about 75 pictures of different yarn combinations. And so yeah, so here's what I came up with. So my background color is going to be Taffy by Hedgehog Fibers in the Skinny Singles. And so it's a light pink with orange and these like aqua teal and yellow and pink and some purple, like just all sorts of, but mostly orange and blue speckles. So that's my background color. And then my 3 colors of Ching fibers are, this is Champagne. It's a very kind of buttery, creamy yellow. Let's see how many things I can drop today. Kind of a creamy yellow. The camera does not know what to do with this texture. The second color is Nassau, which is a beachy bluey green. And the last color is Honeycomb. And I thought that the Honeycomb and the Nassau in particular did a really great job of pulling out the oranges and the blues in the taffy. And then this champagne color is just a pretty light, fun accent. So this is my shawl. I have told myself, originally my intent was to cast that on as soon as I got it a couple of weeks ago, because as soon as I started asking Sharon for help with them, she cast one on like that day. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to start that right away as soon as I get it. And then my friends who were supposed to wait until tomorrow, May 1st, to start our Soldotnas, they have both finished theirs. I am almost done. I don't think I'll finish it today, but maybe tomorrow. They started it and I had to start. So that means that this shawl has to wait, but they're just fun, like little friend cowls. So that's a lot. And that's very motivating to me when I've got friends that are all knitting the same thing and we're all excited. It's a lot of fun. So the last Hello Lovely that I want to show you for this week is actually a gift. And I want to show it off because it's something that you too can be a part of and participate in the future. And I want to show you the packaging because it's kind of amazing. So my friend Robin, who is the owner of October House Yarn, she surprised me. After DFW, we normally get a chance to chat quite a bit at DFW, and this year she was busy, I was busy. We were going in 1,000 different directions, and I didn't even see her one time at the show, which is so sad because that's usually the only time every year that I see her. But she sent me the sweetest gift, and what it is month number 1 of her sock club. Y'all know I love her yarn so much because it is beautiful and just sweet, soft colors. So it comes in this box. I'm not gonna, it's just a white box, but opens up. She's got the theme for this quarter is patisserie. So it's got this gorgeous photos and inspiration picture with a little October house. Beautiful packaging. It has patisserie sock club with a dessert recipe because it's a patisserie theme. Gorgeously printed. Then I don't know if, and it's got a cute little soak sample pineapple because we're desserting. A Godiva creme brulee truffle. And I need to look it up and see if that's gluten-free. I sure hope it is because I don't want to share it. And then this is the April skein. I think these are probably all out in the world by now. If you're still waiting on yours and you haven't gotten it and you don't want to be spoiled, then look away. But this is on her MCS fingering, which is 70% superwash merino, 20% silk, 10% cashmere, 3-ply fingering weight yarn. And the colorway is called patisserie. And this is it. Those beautiful, lightly colored and speckled yarn. It is so soft. Oh my gosh. It's amazing. It is so, so, so soft. So I am going to have to be thinking about what I might make with this. I want it to be a shawl, I believe. I don't think I want to hide this color anywhere else. But I think it would be really pretty if she even had like almost like my salted caramel color. But on this base, I need to see maybe if she has like a medium tone brown. I think that would be gorgeous. Obviously, this is a color combo that I am drawn to. That's really funny. Robin knows me quite well. And she sent a sweet note and said, I thought you might like this skein. I just wanted to say thank you so much. Sorry I missed you. Amazing. So it is too late to join the first round of club, the sock club, but you can get on her mailing list and you can make sure that you are ready to go for the second quarter. So I think the third quarter, because the second quarter this year was April, May, and June, and that's full. And then the third quarter will come up for sale, I would imagine, in June, and that would be July, August, and September. And that I cannot wait to see what it's going to be. So thank you, Robin, so much. You're so sweet to think of me. It was such a nice surprise. Okay, so lastly, shop news. Okay, so many things happening in the Suburban Stitcher shop. First of all, we have Park Passport Yarn Club for May is in the shop right now. The theme is the Virgin Islands National Park. There's a gorgeous like dusk inspiration pic of a place that I want to be at right now. It looks so amazing and so peaceful. So if you are interested, if you are participating, or if you want to start now, just head over to the shop. I do have it on the front page of my shop so that you can just click the picture and it should take you right over to the listing. Second exciting thing. The first round of pre-orders for the Suburban Stitcher 2019 Advent calendars are going in the shop tomorrow, May 1st at midnight Central Standard Time. That's 1 a.m. Eastern, like 6 a.m. UK time. 10 p.m. Pacific. So I just picked, it's just going to populate at midnight. There are 50 spots this time around. I do not anticipate that they will sell out at midnight. So if you are an early riser, you probably will have plenty of time to get that. If for some reason they sell out instantaneously, then there is another round coming in a couple of months. So you are not out of luck. I'm able to offer more advent calendars this year. I'm planning way ahead, as most of the dyers are. You're seeing all of us kind of planning right now because it's a huge undertaking. So I'm excited this year. We're going to have some tuft woolens. We are going to have some stitch markers from Simply Serving. We are going to have all of the minis, of course, individually packaged and ready to go that are my yarn, and then one full skein that you can open on Christmas Day or whenever you want to open it. I do not have a theme for this year other than it will be 25 colors that you have never seen before. And maybe they will come back or maybe they won't. So I'm excited to play and experiment with color. It was so fun doing that last year, and I'm really looking forward to it again. So so that is Advent calendars on May 1st. And then just announced yesterday, the Curious Handmade Shawl Society. I am the dyer for round one, for month number one, shawl number one of season 4 of the Shawl Society. So I'm so honored that Helen asked to work with my yarn this year, and I'm thrilled. I'm so excited to be working with her. So the first date for pre-orders for that, and excuse me, it's not a pre-order. The first update for those yarn kits is May 2nd. So tomorrow is Advent. Thursday, May 2nd, is Shawl Society update. Those will be a ready-to-ship package of yarn, and there are 3 scheduled updates. So this first one probably is going to be not as many. There are still a lot of ones that you can get tomorrow, or Thursday, May 2nd. What day is it? There will still be a lot that you can grab May 2nd. But relatively speaking, I think that the next update will have the most in there. So my goal is to get yarn to every single person that wants yarn. I will have 2 updates that are before the shawl is released, and one last update that is the day that the shawl releases, I believe. Let's see, I wrote down the days. So let me give you the official days and times for the updates. It is Thursday, May 2nd at noon Central Standard Time. Saturday, May 11th at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And Thursday, the 16th, May 16th at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I'm trying to find days that were good for most every time zone. And if the first one doesn't work for you, then maybe the second one or the third one does. So, and I also, again, wanted to have a weekend update so that it would help people that work during the week and can't jump onto their computers at noon in the middle of a workday. So that is so exciting. Again, I'm thrilled to be working with Helen. And I'm looking forward to all of you seeing the gorgeous shawl that is coming out as part of the Shawl Society. I had this moment of, oh my gosh, can I say it's a shawl? Yes, I can. It's called the Shawl Society. Okay. So, as you can tell, Suburban Stitcher headquarters is very, very busy. We have all of the pre-orders and ready-to-ship updates happening this week. So many things happening this week. And then in person, in a couple of weeks, I will be at the Wool Slayers Retreat in Wimberley, Texas, May 17th through the 19th. I believe those are the dates. But the 18th, which should be the Saturday, is actually the marketplace in the morning. And from 10 to 12, it's open to the public. So if you are in the greater San Antonio, Austin, Hill Country area, and you want to take or anywhere that you would like to take a trip down to Wimberley, which is, even if there wasn't a cute little yarn marketplace, it's the cutest little downtown antiquing, shopping, fun girls' day ever. You should totally come down. You can come yarn shop, and then you can go to all the fun little gift shops and antique shops in downtown Wimberley. But that is Saturday, June 18th from, not June, Saturday, May 18th from 10 to noon is the marketplace that's open to the public. The retreaters get exclusive entrance to the marketplace from 9 to 10. So I think that's it. I'm probably missing something, but I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet this week. So thank you for always listening and supporting. And until I see you next time, maybe with 2 sweaters done. Bye!